What's up, guys? Back for another episode of Barbells and Banter, another Q&A session. So thank you for getting those questions in. Keep them coming. We talk about everything, training, life, funny shit. So just, put them in. Test us. That's my test for you. We talked about training. We talked about everything, to be honest. So there's a fair bit of banter at the start, so you can skip forward if you like, but we know you'll love it, as I always say. Get yourself a copy of the Winter Gain Guide. Go to the website, www.stcfit.com. Winter Gain, everything you need to get huge over the winter, into the spring, anytime, really. I just put winter because that's when we get huge. We get shredded in the spring, so guess what's coming next? You know it. And then we're going to be jacked and henched for summer. Outside of that, this is your time. So we're going to pause, stop, hit the subscribe button, the follow button, wherever. Support the mission. We need other people just like you guys to get into the podcast. That's it. Go and enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. I mean, the weather's been mad here. I mean, it's a bit rich. Like, we've had 3 days of, 17 degrees or something.
Yeah.
It's called
summer. And then it's shit all weekend, too. It's like 40.
Yeah, the rain's coming today, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, guess where has done a mad renovation? You'll never guess. It's not gym-related.
Not gym-related. What restaurant?
No, Sanctuary Lakes driving range.
Oh.
Yeah, so, I think I was saying to you, it'd be nice to have the screens.
Yeah.
And how the closest one was Albert Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got the screens, bro.
Jason's making a comeback.
So you can see how bad your shots are.
Jason's making a comeback.
Oh, bro, it's not very nice when you hit a ball and then you look to the screen, it's just going right.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it tells you, the launch angle.
Yeah.
And when it's 1 degree, because the ball goes, an inch
Runs
off the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. Yeah. So they've redone it. Each booth undercover has its own full kind of section.
Yeah.
It has a seat and then a screen and stuff. The only thing is, comes at a cost.
The price is double.
Yeah, well, it's $25 for 100 balls, which is $5 more than what it was when I went.
And play around for 30 though.
That's what I was saying to Steph.
Yeah.
But it's they have food there now. There's a kiosk and
okay.
Yeah, you know where you used to do the golf lessons? In that little area?
Yep.
Yeah, so now that's a little kiosk thing.
Yep.
So yeah, but then it's not done. Your $25 doesn't get you the screen time.
Oh, you'll pay for the screen.
So then you got to go to the screen, and then you've got to do this thing on your phone, and pay to get access to it.
Yeah.
However,
I was excited for a minute.
So I don't know how much it is because someone left it on when I was in the booth. Yeah, I was like, how do you do this? And then it was working. I was like, okay. So I'm not.
I will just continue to do this.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to pay anyway. I'm like, I don't need to see how shit my shots are.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that data is. All I know is ball swing speed and ball speed are good.
Yeah.
Higher is better. Yeah. And the ball needs to go straight.
Yeah. Does the ball land in the vicinity of where I wanted it to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually going to hit you out to play today, but it was supposed to rain. So
yeah, I'm getting the itch for golf
Coming back, Jace.
Yeah.
Coming back.
Yeah, I reckon it's either that or I'm selling my clubs because I'm there's $3,000 worth of equipment there that I don't use.
Yeah.
And it's I could do with that $3,000 just buy my feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think Friday afternoon is coming back. So I have to stop training on Fridays.
Well, I got to train today, so yeah.
For next week. No more training on Fridays.
Well, we'll see.
Sort your life out.
We'll see. Well, if I don't have to drive to fucking New Strong on Wednesday to do all this gym stuff, then I will have Fridays free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, should I train? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Actually, what did I do?
Actually, we'll talk. Yeah.
Probably did some work.
Remind me to talk about that on the Learn podcast.
The whole week has been a blur for me. I actually can't even believe it's Friday. I don't know what I've done.
Where I am.
Yeah.
What my name is.
All I know is I'm tired and hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked from a cafe for the first time on Wednesday.
I saw that.
First time in a month.
Yeah. How was that? Good?
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
It's my jam.
Yeah. I wonder if I could do it.
I just have to have a very specific task.
Yeah.
That I don't need.
Do you do check-ins or?
Usually I do content, writing.
Right.
Yeah. If I need to write anything or put a campaign together, it's just one
Maybe
screen,
we should do that
one
on the
thing,
Wednesday.
Just
yeah.
But yeah, if I need to check-ins, no, because I want screens open and stuff, and obviously the noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything that's just one screen job for an extended period of time. So I just made all the Canva stuff this week.
Nice.
Put all that together. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Do you record your check-ins with the camera on?
Yeah.
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 I'll stop doing that.
Oh, you're just a voice now.
Yeah, because I don't like the lights in my face for the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like even when we do stand out and stuff, like after like 2 hours, I'm like,
yeah, where am I?
Yeah, just the lights and the.
I actually come out. I've noticed at night I come out rough in the first half of the day because it's supernatural light.
Yeah,
supernatural. It's very natural light coming in all
even
morning.
More natural than natural.
It's on it. But then because it goes over the house, it's like it's relying on the. I just had to turn my screen brightness down too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Reese messaged me. He's like, "How do you have my strength book on like light mode?"
I don't know how you do
Breaks
it.
my brain. I was like, I did turn my screens down.
Yeah, I can't do the white. It's just too much.
Yeah, I like it.
That's cool. Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Yeah. How's the week training?
Really good. So I showed you the video of my cyst draining.
Man.
Ugh.
That was one of those like Dr. Pimple Popper videos.
Ugh, it was not nice.
Yeah. Did it hurt?
I was fucking so mad, bro. I was so upset. So obviously it was getting pretty fucking painful.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just have to wait till Monday and it's gone. It's all good. Got an appointment. Because they rang me Friday. And they're like, we've got your ultrasound results. So we'll do the follow-up. And they'd already said, like, we can do it here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. So I walked in and she's like, yep. So, confirming what we thought. It is a cyst. So you'll need to book me and the main doctor so we can do the removal. And I was just like...
Why the fuck are you here then?
So
Why were you there?
I've paid for this appointment.
Yeah, that's
scheduled an hour in my Monday, moved the meeting.
Yeah.
And they're like...
Did you guys have a meeting, by the way?
Yeah.
I just didn't come.
But you and Tam were just like, I thought there wasn't one.
Yeah, we were at the gym.
Yeah, I was like...
Together.
I was like, here's... I wrote a sassy response to Tam and I'm like, nah, I get it. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah,
so
I just didn't know what was happening.
Here's the agenda for you guys. I'm not here.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. I just called it anyway. It's like 5 minutes. I was like, they're not coming. I'll just talk to everyone. It's fine.
Right.
And I was shitty anyway.
I kind of read the message as if like it wasn't happening because you had the doctors at 10.
Yeah.
So then
we'd spoken the day before and you were like, sweet, day off.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, here's an agenda. But I didn't communicate very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was just annoyed
because
anyway.
I heard that
like...
Jess was like, I'm like 5 minutes I'm there and I'm like, what is happening? Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah. So because I had to get the head doctor and her, it's booked for this Monday.
Right.
I was like, I can't survive another week, man.
Yeah.
So once I walked out to reception and they were like fucking around trying to like get everyone the timetable to line up and stuff, the doctor walked past me and I'm like, look, if I was to bump into a wall and maybe it just happened to pop and leak a little bit, would that be okay? She's like, look, I wouldn't advise it. Like, see how you go. But she didn't say no, and that was enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've had doctors drain it, Amy's drained it. I'm like, it's coming out today.
Yeah,
so I can't sit, I can't sleep, I can't train. I'm fucking over it. But yeah, it was...
That was very... I don't even know the word.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't want to see it, but you do.
I didn't want to see it until after, and it like I felt queasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of times. Is there even more in there?
Yeah. So the video you watched, times 5.
Oh, Steph would have loved it.
Yeah, she did.
She went through a phase where she just watched them.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Like, check this one out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes, like, if I'm ever, like, naked or she's, like, touching me and then she's, like, looking at me.
Where are they?
Yeah, she's always, like, oh, give me a cuddle. And then she's, like, she, like, fans my back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Get off me. This doesn't have good intentions
behind
it.
This is not caring. This is selfish.
Yeah. I always catch her eyes wandering away from, like, it's always over my shoulders. It's like, get away from me, woman.
Yeah. So anyway, yesterday I benched. I pressed laying down. Life was good again. 100%.
Yeah.
So
life is
now
good
just
again.
get the rest cut out. Yeah. So it never comes back.
Yeah. So just scooperoo.
I don't even know what they do.
Yeah, neither.
Local, cut it, stitch.
Do you have to just at the doctors?
Yeah.
Oh, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, look, the doctors seems like pretty dope, to be honest.
As in like just...
we don't have any food, but the doctor's good. Ultrasounds, blood tests, everything's all one spot.
Yeah, nice.
It's really good.
Yeah, I got to find it. Like, not that I need one, but it would be nice to find it. Like a doctor. You know, people like have a doctor.
Yeah, I do now.
Yeah, like Steph's dad's had
really
the same doctor for like 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool.
We have a family doctor now. All three of us see the same person. Which is dope.
I just go to whoever.
Yeah,
I'm like, and then I have to like explain to them my life story.
Yeah, the situation.
Like, just give me what I want.
Yeah.
You know, I just want fucking a full blood exam.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah, so I got she ordered some bloods.
Yeah.
It came out perfect.
Yeah. I gotta do everything. I gotta do it all. I haven't done a check in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the last time I went was like the whole, masks and we won't say the word, but that whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is just too hard.
Yeah, friction.
Yeah, but then I was like reading and watching stuff, and it's like you should get your bloods done every 12 months.
Yep.
Especially us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll book it all in.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. Everything was on point.
Yeah, I got to start getting I should also get my heart checked as well, just to,
Yeah.
just dot the I's and cross the T's.
Yeah.
Even just speaking to my dad, speaking to my granddad, it's like, it's in the family. You're a bodybuilder. Like, go and get your heart checked,
look
bro.
at that. Yeah.
Just go and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like you said, like when you're more conscious of the health and you're more conscious of the health implications due to the sport that you do.
Yeah.
Like it just starts to, like every time now, you just like have a little coffee, like, is my heart failing?
Am I anxious or dying? Why is my chest tight?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So every symptom is just hyper anxious about it. But yeah, every 12 months, I reckon. Yeah.
But I'll show you and we'll get your live reaction. So this is funny, right? I was like really proud of the conditioning I got into for the photo shoot last year.
Yeah.
I was like, I actually did pretty good. Like fat powerlifter.
Yeah.
It's not so fat powerlifter.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. You are probably much better condition
Still
now.
10 weeks out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with the progress.
Good.
And I think 10 weeks to go.
Do we have 10 weeks?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the girls are 8 and it's 2 weeks after that.
Okay. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Just
I only know because I'm counting when the girls are competing.
I'm just surviving.
Stay alive.
Yeah, just one bodybuilding show after another.
Yeah. But my sister made me real, nauseous for
As
a
in,
couple of weeks, so I couldn't eat. So I've just done maintenance for a couple of days. Just like, I don't know, just like the...
Well, you reckon like it stressed you out and that elevated...
yeah, maybe.
Like elevated
just
stress.
that night I was just like a bit there.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to eat. So I haven't had any more cream rice since we talked about it.
My wife told me there was food on my face, and I actually didn't even rectify the situation. So,
I can't see.
Yeah, cool. I just had that little moment then, like...
Tam's camera might, but
yeah. You see barbecue sauce on my beard.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saving it for later. Just saving the calories.
Yeah. So a couple of weeks at maintenance-ish, maybe a bit below maintenance.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to be having my high week, so I'm going to start that today.
It's high week again.
So it was supposed to go into the high week.
Oh.
I couldn't eat.
I thought we just spoke about high week.
Yeah,
Every week's a high week.
Fuck it. I'm just like, I'm in shape now.
I'm already that's it. I've already beaten my previous best. Time to get huge.
Yeah. And as fat as I was.
Yeah, love it.
Make zero progress over the year. So yeah, I've had 2 weeks. Probably just below maintenance. Scale's gone down half kilo.
Yeah.
So, no.
How you finding like the change in the wardrobe?
I was saying yesterday about my wedding ring.
Yeah, so I'm like, none of my pants fit and shit.
Yeah, I've
too
noticed.
Small. Like, as in the pants are too big around the waist.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't fun.
Yeah. I'm only like 3-4 kilos down total.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that I've put anything on yet that I'm feeling like, ugh.
Yeah.
This is not.
Yeah, I feel like the upper body's fine. I'm just like, is my legs wasting away?
Yeah. Yeah, but I bought a pair of, I got these Luther trackies.
Yeah.
That are favourable.
Do they have any graphics on them?
No, it's just that.
Can you lift up the sock so I can see? Yeah, okay. I'm going to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm after some trackies.
$50 a pop.
Ooh.
Comfy. Have they
been through the wash?
These are 18 months old.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when you get the trackies, go through the wash.
Yeah.
So I got sad afterwards.
I got these ones, but I also got some I got another pair of these, like that are brand new.
Yeah, nice.
And I got a pair of LSKD ones. The LSKD
Faded?
ones are not yet.
Yeah.
They're
I got a really nice jumper from them, but it's been through the wash twice.
Yeah, and it's starting to cook.
It's starting to not
It
look.
just is not favourable to the glutes.
Yeah.
So I've moved to the tuck, the jersey tuck when I train.
Yep.
And I've caught my side profile in those trackies. And I'm like, am I fading away? What's happening?
Oh, doesn't have
I just have no ass in it at
Yeah,
all.
because it's got the wide hip down to the narrow.
So then I wear the Luthers and I'm like, it's okay. It's all right. Still carrying the dumpy. It's all good.
Right.
So that's been my only wardrobe issue, but I think it's the style of the pants.
It's the style of the pants. So you just buy pants that lean...
Accentuate.
Yeah, that lean away
Yeah.
or into your body just more. Lean away from it, maybe. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just put it at ease anyway.
Gives you a dopamine hit about your physique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only... Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still fill out my singlet. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's it. You just want the
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said to... Matt's so excited that we name drop him all the time on the pod too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we said his name heaps of times last week.
There's like 400 mats.
Yeah, maybe it's not even... We're not even going to say which
Oh,
Matt.
that would have hurt him. Sorry, bro.
I said to him the other day, like, I've cracked the cheat code for like posing and stuff. It's just like, just wear really big trackies because it makes your waist look much smaller.
Right.
And he just sends a photo back straight away. He's like, I've been here
I'm
before.
onto it.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so that's the secret. Just
Yeah.
wear trackies when you train and then your waist looks littler.
Yeah. I've been training in trackies. I just... Because I'm doing cardio now.
Yeah.
I like got on the cross trainer and I was like 3 minutes in. I'm like, and
Bad
it's at
choice.
this moment you realize he
You
fucked up. Yeah, I was like, this is so hot.
Yeah. Do you do the shorts under?
Nah.
Not like a 10-year-old going to school?
No. I was like, can step ones like classify as like compression shorts?
Scratch
Like,
bumps?
yeah, pretty new. They were new step ones. You know, they look pretty
Not see-through?
Look pretty
Yeah,
crispy.
yeah.
There was no holes in them or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The bottom elastic still works.
Yeah, you know when you put them on and they kind of hug your leg,
Yeah.
they don't just slide up
Yeah.
and then they just shrivel. Yeah.
Still the best.
Absolutely,
It's still number one.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know if I could get away with.
Yeah.
I reckon you could because no one would say anything, but it'd be inappropriate.
Yes.
Just because of like how
Yeah.
the middle
There's not a
section is.
lot.
Well, it's designed
Yeah.
for it to sit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So to be very.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You'd want a long shirt.
Some people might enjoy it.
Yeah. Good on
Yeah.
them.
Well, even when like, do you ever do the compression thing on leg day and then
Not
just
anymore.
like. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
do because it's quite comfortable doing legs
Yeah.
at the time.
Mhm.
However, I'm aware.
Mm.
So leg extensions, the towel, or there's a
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
Like I get it. you
Yeah.
know. People don't want to see your
Be
package.
polite.
They don't want
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
it. Right?
Yeah.
It's fair. And there will be no bench press spotting on that day for me.
Just no bench press. Fuck that photo shoot. Good God.
Oh yeah. Oh no, you would never do it. It's a strictly leg day appropriate
Yeah.
attire.
We used to, like, when it was kind of a thing, that everyone was kind of like, all the guys were doing tights for like 12 months, maybe like 2018.
It's still a thing.
Yeah, but it was like everyone was.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Even if you weren't, even
Yeah.
if you didn't have big legs, you were doing it. Yeah.
More trackies at the moment.
Yeah.
I was, I don't know if you remember, like, the little stage at Essendon. So where the racks were, there used to be a little stage
Yeah.
on there. So it's probably like the same height as this coffee table, which is like mid to high shin, guys, for the people that are driving. And I was sitting with my hands on my knees. I just forgot that I had tights on. I just wasn't really paying attention to what was happening. And where I was sitting actually goes to the foyer of the gym and the stairs.
Oh, I love that.
So this girl's walked up the stairs, turned around, and her eyes just like, I saw the whites of her eyes from 30 meters away. And I was like, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah.
You didn't need to see that first thing stepping up those steps. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do it that often though, but I make sure I got baggy. You got to do the baggy clothes, the baggy top. You can't be getting around in like skins and like a singlet that's cut at the waist
and tucked.
Yeah, it's like come
Maybe
on,
that's the next stage. The front tuck jersey into the tights.
fuck. No, thank you. That gives me anxiety just thinking about it. No thanks.
Yeah, I went through the shorts under the trackies phase.
Shorts.
So I do my warm up. By the time I
Oh,
finish my
yeah,
warm up, it'd be
yeah.
like hoodie and beanie would come off, and then first first couple of sets, then the trackies would come off.
Yeah. So
So
you're
I've just-
peeling layers.
Just committed.
It's
to
not that cold anymore.
Yeah.
Say that, and then Melbourne will be like, hold my beer.
Yeah, next week will be
Yeah.
fun.
Ice on the fucking grass again.
But I've just committed to the trackies at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 50-50.
Yeah.
But I don't like training in trackies. I just do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I walk the dog.
Yeah.
And you can't walk the dog in the morning in winter. It's like, I've tried it. You literally freeze your balls off. So then it's like, I'm not going to get changed.
Step ones that day.
Yeah, I'm not going to get changed. You're going to go upstairs. There's a lot of friction having a double-story house sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm like this morning I walked maybe before here, and we're up real early, and my shoes were upstairs. And then I was looking around my office because I hoard shoes in my office so that I don't have to go upstairs.
Yeah.
But I hoard them in my office so that Steph doesn't find them.
Yeah.
Because if they're laid out at the front, she's like, bro, like you have 7 pairs of shoes in here, like under the little, I don't even know what it's called, a table.
Yeah.
So I'm looking through the shoes, and there's black dunks, fucking blue dunks, orange ones. Well, they're all the same shoe.
Yeah.
And then I had my New Balance ones, and they're like grey suede.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I do this? Should I do this? And I was like, this sounds like a good idea. And then I went to put them on, and I'm like, what if it rains and you step in grass? And I was like,
nope.
It's ruined. So then Mav's like, bro, make a fucking
doing?
decision. I just want to leave. So then I had to go back upstairs. That is the conundrum that I have all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like rummaging through the laundry, like, because we just chuck all our shit on the laundry bench. And I'm like trying to find an outfit so I don't have to go upstairs.
Yeah, I sort of have like 2 wardrobes happening.
Yeah.
I have like my room and then like the main room, which is also my room.
Yeah.
So I sleep in a separate room for most of the night. So when I get
have
up,
a living quarters.
yeah. So I'll get up and have most of my shit there,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, but I want to wear that.
Yeah.
So today I had to go get my shoes out of because all my
the other place
they're
that
not
I
my
live.
regular shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need black shoes with this outfit.
Yeah.
So I have to go. It's like, or I want this T-shirt or whatever. It's like, to the other cupboard.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, when you wear like nicer clothes if you go somewhere that needs it. Sometimes I'll come home and I don't want to go upstairs, so I'll go in the laundry, take off my jeans, take off my nice T-shirt and my nice jumper, and then I'll try and find an outfit on the bench. And then sometimes it's just anything. Like, I'll wear like basketball shorts with this it's like a totally different colored like tight shirt shit. Like, it's just like, I don't want to go upstairs.
Just cover me.
Yeah. The next time I go upstairs is to sleep.
Yeah.
That is it.
Do you how'd you go with your posing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good.
Saw some pickies.
I didn't do the posing workshop.
Yeah.
So I said to Matt, I'm like, look, I'm staying for the meeting. And then I said, once Tony stops speaking, I'm out, bro. And he's like, oh, are ya? And I was like, yeah. Because we bumped into like one of Dean's clients.
Yeah.
And he was like 4 weeks out. He's like, and then Matt's like, he's 4 weeks out. I'm like, bro, I can tell. Like, I can tell by his skeletal face and his forearms. I'm like, I'm not standing next to that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, but it was good. The posing room at Doherty's is pretty good actually. Yeah, nice lighting. Yeah, very complimentary.
Yeah.
I was like,
is that me?
yeah,
Yeah.
I had a little bit of that moment.
Yeah. You look pretty jacked in the photos.
Yeah, it was good. I was very impressed.
Your legs look fucking massive.
Yeah, and I'm fucking always on my case about my legs all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, like,
where's your
why
wheels?
do you? Yeah,
Why do you even train?
I don't know. Maybe I just need like.
Why are you doing this to yourself on the hack squat?
Yeah. So yeah, I was very impressed. It's nice to have some people that are like in the same sport, who just like kind of go,
yeah,
this is actually okay.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
Because I'm like the most harshest person on myself.
Yeah.
So it was cool to be like, no, bro, you have it.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I need this and I need that and there's things that like you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need bigger calves, I need bigger arms, I need a thicker back. But it was like, this is still good.
Yeah.
It was like,
yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would never have taken those photos.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have you seen me take a photo with my shirt off?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like maybe I'm on holidays.
Yeah.
And that's it. You never see me with my shirt off
still
ever.
Usually you're back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it was good. But the posing was good. Overall, I'm pretty good. I just got this fucking jacked up shoulder at the moment. So I was hoping to get Laura to look at it on Wednesday, but she was too busy, and like I didn't plan ahead.
Selfish.
Yeah, I didn't plan ahead.
How dare she have
Yeah,
clients?
she's like, oh, no one's cancelled. I'm like, it's fine. I was not prepared.
yeah.
I'm like, next time I come, I'll actually let you know in advance, not the night before.
Yeah.
You know, help.
Yeah.
And it's not that bad, but it's just jacked up. So it's making the lat
Yeah.
poses. The lat poses are hard. Yeah, because it just doesn't want to come to the party. But but the muscle's there.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So see, I went to finally got the anointment of being a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Went to a bodybuilding gym.
Yeah.
Did a 3 RM deadlift.
Did you train at Iron Hub?
I trained at one gym.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is a whole thing, but we won't go there.
Yeah.
So my client was in town, who needed help with her deadlifts, and I was like, all right. So I actually trained with Mads recently as well, and she was like, "Are you gonna deadlift?" And I was like, "There's a Smith machine right next to the deadlift machine. I'm a RDL. You enjoy your deadlifts."
Yeah.
But then we got there, and I was like, I can either sit here and watch you train, or join in. Like, there's nothing else I can do in the vicinity that's gonna be useful to me.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. It was really fun. Still got 200 in the tank.
Yeah.
Pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed.
So
Not that it's surprising. It's just like, it's good. You know what's good?
it is bar because it's like fucking haven't touched a barbell for a year.
It's nice to know that you still fucking have it.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I mean? Like, every now and then you just do a lift and you're like, still got it.
Mm.
You know?
It was very much that. The timing was horrible.
Yeah, it was a
off
bit,
the floor.
It was a bit. The bar was wobbling a little bit. But,
Yeah, because it was a proper deadlift bar too,
Yeah,
and it
it's
was
getting
bumpers. So it was like,
Yeah.
it was like mid shin, and then another 100 kilos comes on the bar. You're like, oh fuck, okay, that's happening.
Yeah, it was good though.
But I'll deadlift. I'm gonna keep him in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, Mads down this weekend.
Keep him in for a month and then
Get hurt.
This hurts. I know because I've done it. It's like, I'm going to bench press. And then you bench press for a month and then you just like, my
This
elbows
hurts now.
hurt.
Yeah, deadlifts I can usually get away with. But I woke up with sore glutes and hamstrings. I was like, okay, like I probably should.
Yeah.
This is worth it for me.
Yeah. That's more of a hamstring exercise, I guess, for like the first half of the movement.
Yeah,
So
obviously it just depends on your structure.
Mm.
Like if it's favourable to
Yeah, it's just all back for me.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah. And because your arms aren't very long,
Nah,
like it's going to be
like-
really quality off the floor.
I hate them. I fucking hate them. I like them, but they don't.
It's not useful for you.
They're just, I end up like running into that whole, it's like there's too much loading on the back, and then it's like when I go to do anything else in the workout, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how valuable is this for me?
Yeah.
You know,
What
but
else
it's still
could I
fun to
do?
It's still fun to pick shit up off the ground.
It's still the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd much rather deadlift than bench,
Mm.
even though I'm better at squatting.
Yeah.
Like I would still prefer it. Like I just would prefer to have the mechanics of deadlifting though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would prefer.
You would squat, but you wish you could deadlift and it didn't happen.
Yeah, like if we had to pick 3 of them, it's like I'm gonna like two out of the 3.
Yeah.
Benching and squatting is.
Yeah.
I'm very my biomechanics are very complementary to those lifts.
Yeah.
But I would still like to rip
Deadlift.
off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's way more fun.
Yeah.
It's way more fun to rip off.
What did you
the
pull
ground.
at that? 210 or something?
220.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could have got more. I could have probably pulled 240, but I didn't prep for it, and I nearly tore my bicep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. I was like, we got up to maybe 100.
Oh no! So sorry, I pulled 220 at the lift off with no practice.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what we pulled that day.
It was about the same. With
It
all
was
the plates and the
220,
bands and shit on
230. It was not a lot. Yeah. But yeah, that was good. But I was much bigger then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's when because I was bracing and I had my shirt off. The guy was like, "Oh, bro,
big gut.
yeah,
Been eating too
beefing
much,
up a
mate.
bit." Yeah, the gut. I was like, you try and pick up 3 times your body weight, bro. Whatever the fuck
and
it
flex
was.
your abs at the same time. Just hit these ones at the top.
Just
yeah, and vacuum.
1 RM with a vacuum. Cheers, King.
Yeah, just hold 230 at the top and vacuum, please.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just obviously looked, and then everyone, oh, that's so much weight. It's like, oh, it's actually not.
Yeah, but thank you.
Yeah. It is and it isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
all relative.
yeah.
Old mate that stopped us when we were squatting in Phillip Island.
Love that.
What? So
Yeah.
much. Like, bro, this is...
Yeah, and then you have my barber at the time, and he's like, "Oh, so what? What is your client squat?" And I'm like, "Oh, 185," and he just went, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah.
What? can't even score your body weight, brother. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, give us something.
Yeah. People's perceptions are the best.
Yeah.
Sometimes until you're like 9% body fat, and someone says that you need to work on carbs.
Yeah, I'll kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that to the grave.
Still, I'll kill you.
I was 24.
Yeah.
I still hate that person.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah. Just like with the gut.
Yeah.
Like with the towel telling me that I need to work on my carbs. Thanks, bro.
Thanks.
Look,
I hate that shit.
In his defense, I did need to work on my carbs.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
However, I don't think it was good. I don't think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Coming from him.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does me.
Yeah, I remember
People
being
that,
shredded
look
as...
better, and people that making comments about people that clearly look better than you.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, but this.
Yeah, I remember being like
bro.
peeled before. Remember when I went to Europe and I was fucking skinless, right?
Yeah.
Well, skinless for me.
Leaner than comp.
And yes, like someone was like, "Oh yeah, bro, whatever, you look good." And then this guy was just like, "Oh, look at the stretch marks. Like, oh, looks like you've had surgery in each shoulder." That's what he said, and he was like, not in shape.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
that shit bothers me. Yeah,
thanks, bro.
That shit bothers me.
Really, love that, love that for me. Love that for my self-esteem.
Yeah.
You know what? When you're young,
I'm 34 now, and I got a new one, and I was like, yes.
Someone when I was like 5, I think it was in primary school or something, like they explained self-esteem like a sheet of paper.
Right.
And every time someone says something or you think something, it either like creases, tears, or flattens out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that was one of those moments when someone just went,
yeah.
Like, oh, my self-esteem sheet is cooked today.
Yeah. I wear long sleeves when I train now. Fuck.
Just walk around the gym like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, it's funny. And like, I think I must have told Steph, because every now and then now she'll, when we watch like bodybuilding, because sometimes like she has to watch bodybuilding on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm watching this. I have to watch the Kardashians. You have to watch fucking...
That seems fair.
Yeah, that's it. You have to watch C-Bum's latest leg workout. Which I'm sure she's fine with, to be honest. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, he has stretch marks too.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
Well, yeah. I feel like there's levels.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, babe, I know.
I'd take it if I was
She's like, she's trying to make me feel better about him.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, babe, it's 10 years ago. I've gotten over it. All right?
I'm okay now. Ish. The paper's still scrunched.
Yeah, that piece of paper's my self-esteem sheet's copping a hiding.
Yeah.
Or has. All right. How are we doing? Oh, good. Only half an hour of banter.
It's been a quiet week. We've been busy.
I'm going to get into the questions. So, again, thanks for the questions. Plenty to discuss today. These are all about bodybuilding, just letting you know. No, they're not. What's your position on cold plunging? Because someone wrote here, like, why do I hate cold plunging? Mm-hmm. So what's your position on cold plunging?
What is my position on it?
Yep.
Doing hard things can be beneficial for you mentally.
Yep.
That's it.
But what if you... Yeah.
That's it. That's like...
Okay.
Anything else is like a waste of time.
But so my counter to that, to people
I'm
who
a very reductionist person.
Yes.
It's like all of this other noise over here. Does it help with performance? Does it help with this? Does it help with that? Does it blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, doing a hard thing sometimes, cool. If you like doing a hard thing, do a hard thing.
Yeah, but like I just think like do something else that's hard. Like yeah, that's all.
I get it.
It's my position. I'm like my workout's hard enough. My job is hard enough. I don't need to dip myself in cold water to feel accomplished. Like and then and then I'm like it's just not backed up in facts yet.
Mm.
So I'm just like I don't think I would put myself through that not knowing conclusively that it works. And then also for people who I work with and who are in the realm of physique improvement, it is literally counteracting the effects that you get from training. Yeah. So we train, and then there's a state that your body goes into in order for you to adapt. Mm-hmm. The cold plunging actually reduces that. Yeah. So you're essentially going into the gym and busting your ass and negating the stimulus that you're trying to create, I'm like, I just can't. I don't care if I feel more accomplished in the morning.
Yeah.
If it's not making me bigger, stronger, or to actually physically recover better, I'm not doing it.
Do you know the other consideration I would put in place there?
And this is everything. That's not just a cold plunge. Like, it could be like, you can't eat, don't eat bread. And if it did the same, I was like, bread's out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't say hi to your missus in the morning. That's out too.
I think most people that do it because it's hard and it makes them feel good
Agreed.
would actually benefit more from sitting for 15 minutes and not touching your phone and not talking.
There would absolutely
be harder for you and better for you than the ice bath.
There would absolutely be something else that's better, yeah. And then, like, I've just read, because, you know, like, it's obviously gathering, like, popularity, and people are starting to ask questions, which is great.
Yeah.
And if something comes out that proves me wrong, I will absolutely put my hand up and say, yep, sweet. But at the moment, everything's pointing to it's not for me.
Yeah.
But the objective markers don't match the subjective markers.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, so to round that point off, most people that do it are like dopamine driven. It's like, let's do the thing. Let's do everything that's hard. And like, ice bath hard, good. It's like, what's actually hard for you is just to chill the fuck out. And I think that would actually do better for your mental state, your performance, your recovery, everything, to just actually, I don't know, bring your heart rate down to within 5 beats of resting during the fucking day. That'd probably give you more benefit than the ice bath.
Absolutely. You know what I went and did yesterday? You're going to be... I feel like you'll be proud of me, actually. I bought a journal.
Bro.
Yeah.
So I literally started journaling again 6 days ago. No, 2 weeks now. 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm into the pursuit of what it takes to be the best. As we spoke about.
Yeah.
So I've got my own custom journal, of course.
Same.
And and I called it the mission log.
Yeah, sick. I like it.
Because like I figured I need to speak in a way that I love to talk about. So like, I love.
So you going that direction is obviously like I've seen like Jackson and Adrian and stuff. That's like their thing, like the commitments for the day and shit.
Mine's going to be all encompassing.
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up creating my own book. Like in the future. So I want it to be like personal mission statement, values, goals, and then I want a self-reflection period, and then I also want to document my workouts in my log as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I just want it all in there, and I want to be able to just if I have an idea, I want to start doing it that way. Yeah, because I feel like my phone is messing with my head.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to just...
I
feel like it's messing with the way I think, my anxiety, everything. I'm like, I need to go caveman.
Yeah.
No, I just need to, I don't know. I'm like, I just need to get away.
Yeah.
Like from the...
Monk mode.
I don't know,
Monk
bro.
mode, but like stay with your wife.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like the idea of just like first thing in the morning, like go to do just some self-reflection and then just like keep yourself clear on what it is that you're doing and why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I've been... I fall into the trap of when there's nothing to do, get anxious about when there's nothing to do because I'm used to doing stuff like, so I want to try and avoid that. And so that I can be present with what I need to do for that day and just give it everything rather than like, I've got to get to this thing. And it's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
And I know like, if I want to pursue, something in the future that requires a lot of time and effort, I need to be able to give that everything and not be like, oh, I've got all this other shit to do. Like, just write it down. And it's like, well, you don't actually have... Well, you got shit to do, but like, it's not going to take up the whole day. Like, you can give your workout everything you've got.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I want to be able to do that.
I like it.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's a little bit different. It's ever evolving. It seems to be about 5 days. It'll stay the same. I've got about 5 prompts that are there.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have that too. It's like, what's on your mind? Like, you know.
That's my coffee every morning.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like, you know, I don't want this to get deep because there's stuff that I don't want people to know. But as you get older, you make choices. And I just want to know that I'm still...
happy.
Yeah, that's it. So I just want what's on your mind and then read it and go, that's fine.
Yeah, so the one I put in straight away was what are you scared of?
Yeah.
And it's been fucking game-changing.
Yeah, and that's...
Because you don't walk around anxious all day, like, trying to avoid it. It's just like, what are you scared of right now?
Yeah, and I feel like you ask yourself that question more the older you get.
Yeah.
Because you realise your times, like you see people... Yeah, because you just see more things happen the older you get.
Yeah. And it can be, like, huge life stuff, and it can just be like, I'm scared that this thing's going to fail.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so what do you need to do about that? Is it a practical step, or is it just shut the fuck up? It's fine. Like,
yeah.
Just acknowledging that it's there rather than walking around carrying it, being anxious, not looking at it.
Yeah, it feels it. Yeah, and you know, like the more people you deal with, the more things to troubleshoot. Yeah. And the more responsibility you have to deliver. Yeah. And I know that weight bears on me a lot. And there's a question in there that addresses we're going to talk about that. And I feel like the only way I can unpack that is to sit and have a think about each person that's causing that I'm developing. They're not causing the stress for me. I'm causing it on myself. Yeah. And then I've got to go, well, let's talk about that. And then I'm like, oh, it's actually going to be okay. Yeah. So I need to I'm like, that's not healthy. Like, especially, coming into comp season and all that, like I put a lot of pressure on myself to deliver. Yeah. And that needs to be, I need to find a way to continue to deal with that because I want more and I should be able to deal with it, Yeah. So, because I've chosen it, So yeah, anyway. Yeah. That's cool. So I'm going to start with that and see how we go. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got like alignment score. What are you afraid of? Grateful. And then like what's like that inner voice telling you? Yeah. Just like be quiet for a minute. Yeah. Just see what's going on. Yeah, and I feel like all that stuff. No, I feel like I know it will just make the decision making, the decisions, everything you do in that day. It'll change the way I behave. Yeah, because you just fresh. It's like every morning, it's a refresher of the mission. People have been doing it for 2,000 years. Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah. They used to do the sign of the cross first. Now we just pick up a pen. It's the same fucking thing. Absolutely, we've been doing it a long time. Yeah. So maybe that's the start of me moving into the parish, mate. Maybe. I'll get you a cross. I'll get you a matching one. I'll get the invert colours. I'll wear the cross if it looks cool. Yeah. Awesome. What are some pitfalls? You can do powerlifters. What are some pitfalls bodybuilders can get into, just in general, by the looks of it? Do you have anything? Being way too specific, way too much. Number one for powerlifting. Yeah, just strength. Like, so just get burrowed into just the pursuit of the seeing people like doing comp lifts 3 weeks after their comp. Like, how come? Why do you do this? Yeah, yeah. You're good at the thing already. It's okay. Absolutely. Yeah. Anything else that comes to your head, like when they just pursue the sport, like you just find that that's the biggest one. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I've there's a few in bodybuilding. I think obviously I think training too often with too high volume is a pitfall that people can get into. Yeah. I think you get into it very quickly because you're just like more, or even just like the idea of more is better. Yeah. The more trained you get, it's arguably like, you have to consider if you do want to train more often how your workouts go. Yeah. How many sets you do, probably lower in terms of sets, maybe higher, like a larger split within that session, like more distribution across muscle groups rather than just one muscle. So yeah, like just that more is better kind of thing that people get into. Out training a bad diet, absolutely. There's a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people have that mindset that you can out train a bad diet. I know in the off season there's a total disregard, and it's hard when you're heavier just to like take the cardiovascular work out. And you can sit there if you're a moron and tell people that doing cardio is not going to make you bigger and stronger, which I just disagree with. Yeah, even though, and that's talking about that specificity again. It's not looking at things drawn out. Yeah. So it's like, why would you want to be fit and healthy? And absolutely. And then everything else like gets better as well. And you just have more runway, to be honest, to like be in the growth phase for as long as possible. And then, transitioning to your fat loss phase, like you're already moving and you've got the habits. So amplifying those if you need to is there. So speaking of shoulders and stuff, I've taken my steps from like 6,000 I went through a phase that like LJ was like raving every night, so I was like throwing him around. So my steps looked elite, but they weren't. To a genuine 10,000 steps this week. Yeah, my shoulder doesn't hurt, my hip doesn't hurt. Just like
Like,
Yes,
it's the
that
best fucking
age-old thing.
rehab.
More you
best
move-
prehab, bro.
Oh,
The best
absolutely.
prehab.
There's another question I wanted to address that.
Yeah.
And I read some stuff today, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Not mind blowing, but just like, reinforcement.
Yeah. But I guess to piggyback off what you said, with the like being too specific too often thing with powerlifters, they should train for hypertrophy more. They should train the specific less, the lifts less, because there is heaps of carryover that
Yeah, you don't
people
lose the
aren't aware
skill that
Correct.
badly. Yeah.
If you're a newbie, sure, you can kind of progress it. We had the reel come out during the week of like not doing any of the competition lifts. But for me, it's like more than 5 is dumb, and even then, I'm like,
Yeah.
the 5 is like we're reintroducing them. It's not
5 is in.
like 5 reps.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like that is one, and then the other one when you mentioned the food is like slap me in the face because I just think about my clients, and they all behave pretty well.
Yeah.
But as a whole, like people pursuing strength goals, forget about the 22 hours they're not in the gym.
Yeah.
So much. Just like I only think about the training,
Yeah.
what I do when I'm there, and like my squat tech and blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, I'm like, got to do fucking 17 minutes of rehab for my back. It's like, okay, how's your sleep, hydration, nutrition? Like, what do you mean? It's like, okay.
Yeah,
So
not
that's
doing the
really
work.
common.
Yeah.
Just to not behave
Absolutely.
like an athlete.
The last one I had, which obviously is really niche and is an over-reliance on using performance-enhancing drugs to supplement the work that they're not willing to do.
Yeah.
And that's like holes in your nutrition,
Yeah.
holes in how you train, how frequent, the effort, all of those things. Like, and even the mindset of like, I can't make progress unless I'm using heaps. It's like, if you actually want to give yourself longevity in the game and you want to take that pursuit, and that's your choice and no one's telling you otherwise, you want to use as little as possible.
Yeah.
It's like you're burning the candle off the other side, man. And like, there's so many like, ramifications to your decisions. So you obviously want to go with like less is more, use as little as possible. Yes, there's, that's contextual. If you do stick to your diet, train hard, do all of the things that you need to do in absence of that to maximize the stimulus, then you adding those things in just amplifies all of it. That's what I always talk about. It should enhance an already good approach. It shouldn't fill holes.
Yeah.
It's not a performance-filling, hole-filling drug. It's a performance-enhancing one.
Yeah.
So, and then it's like, if you want to use a little bit and maximize everything out of it, that is the best way, rather than like, I've got to take more because I'm not willing to show up everywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's like that. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. But the cost of that is just,
very high.
yeah, very, very high.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to live with that, especially with longevity and shit. Like, you want to be in the sport for ages, like, just use that mindset.
Yep.
Yeah. And then just that idea of just like, oh, I'm bridging, I can't make any gains, I'm weak, I'm this. It's like, you're just a fucking pussy, man. Like, honestly, like, like,
If you get it all right, you can still make
you're just
progress.
a pussy, bro. Like, you just need to work hard. Like, and you just need to, if you look in those areas and have that kind of solid foundation, then the only thing that comes out is a little bit of gear.
Yeah.
And everything else is good, so you can still show up.
Yeah.
You just change the variables.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just finding that so much now.
And you recover better in between and all that shit too if everything else is right. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just finding it so much now. Obviously,
people
like,
that come off that
people
are
aware
like,
of it.
fuck, so just everything's terrible. It's like, it's because everything's terrible.
Yeah, and it's like you don't have the
support.
Yeah, you don't have the
nutrition
ability
sucks,
to patch
sleep
the holes,
sucks,
bro.
The cardiovascular health sucks.
Yeah.
The only thing that was good was the pumps.
Yeah, you're just getting piggybacked off a super physiological state.
Yeah.
But once you take that out, it's like the problem's still there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm finding that a lot. And obviously, people see the effects of like other people, but don't actually realize that it's a sum of everything. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the pharmacology works, man. They're designed to do that job, right?
Yeah.
So anyone can go and just use some stuff and get away with it.
Yeah.
But they don't see, like, they look at their, said person and they go, right, well, they only look at one element. So it's like, oh, it's just the supplementation. It's not the fact that, like, they forward think their nutrition, they plan their workouts, they work hard, they, track their progress, they make decisions that align with their goals. It's just the drugs.
Yeah.
It's like, cool, bro. Think like that, and you'll either kill yourself or you just won't make good progress, or you just yo-yo in terms of like your approach. Like you only train hard when you're on.
Yeah, and yes. Yeah, fuck, only train when you're on sometimes.
Oh, bro, absolutely.
Happens a lot,
yeah, I
too.
know that. Like that's the litmus test sometimes for like some of the people. It's like they put the work in and then they do that. Like they do the course and then after that, I'm like, if they don't go to the gym, I'm like, nah, this doesn't mean enough for you.
Yeah.
Because it shows.
Yeah.
Like absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk about that forever, but it's not the podcast for it. Sign up to the Patreon. or book a consult with me. What's the most challenging thing about being a coach? This was a good question.
The most challenging thing about being a coach?
Maybe not the most challenging thing, but maybe something that you find challenging. You'll complain too much. Nah.
Yeah.
Don't ever say you don't submit check-ins. It's like
I'm gonna frame this as assuming that they're talking about the coaching part. Like you're actually.
I think it's like you can frame it however you like because that's the question.
Yeah, because like running a business is just like forever pushing for leads, right?
Yeah. It's the being the coach part.
The actual
of it.
being the coach part. I think the hardest part is the relentless. Maybe not the responsibility, just the relentlessness of contact.
You're having to be available.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that's a big one. I
just
didn't
some
think
days
about
that like
you just
obviously because everything else we do as well.
I think
that some days
I'm
like fuck. I'd like my phone just to not go off today.
Yeah, and we talked about that. It's like when one person's messaged you like 20 times, and then when one person messages you once.
Yeah,
you can't sit there and be like, I've had 20 messages today. I don't want to get to this.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
The thing I'm struggling, the challenging thing is for me is when you hold yourself to a really high standard and you want to deliver and you want to be your best and you know your reputation's on the line, that can wear you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That chips away at me hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially like coming into, contest season and stuff. I'm like, there's a lot of people with my decisions, my choices, my plan, my method.
Yeah.
And that if you want to, because I'm like, I could just easily not give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, sweet. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever. But that's not how I roll.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have we had an athlete go to a meet or a show and we're both like, I don't know. And then it's like, it all ends up fucking.
I'm pretty sure I messaged you guys in the car on the way.
Yeah,
like,
you did.
I don't know if this is going to go well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not sure, So that's the challenging part for me is just the weight of expectation just bearing down. But it's a self expectation. It's not other people putting pressure on you. It's just like I take my job seriously. I want to be the best. I want to deliver the best possible outcome.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'm just like, fuck, it just gets a bit much.
Yeah.
Which I think the journaling will help.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I'm just creating this storm in my mind because I've got that going on and then I've got life stuff going on and then I've got business stuff going on. I'm like, I just have all of these thoughts and voices in my head. I'm just like, I don't know how to sift through them.
Yeah.
So this is my way of trying to just organize my shit.
Yeah.
Organize my mind so that I can actually think
feel
straight.
better. Yeah.
And like, no, I'm not going crazy for everyone on the pod, for everyone listening.
Mindset coaching, Jason, coming out
I'm
next
okay.
week.
I'm okay. It's just, the more I dive into this stuff, the more I realize like, you do that. You do this. Like because when you become aware of things and then you're like, oh, this solution, this strategy will solve this problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my way of treating myself.
Yeah.
It's much cheaper.
Yeah.
I think what I hear.
From a career standpoint, and this is more influenced maybe from what we see in Standout, just for the person asking.
Yeah.
Not putting your own expectations on the client.
Yeah.
That can be really hard.
Oh, yeah. Especially at the start.
Because you, like you said, it's my reputation on the line, which works with an athlete because you're making all those decisions.
Yeah.
But when you've got someone in front of you and there's obviously a lot of care.
Yeah.
Like, I want what's best for you. But there's also, if you don't get a result, that means I'm shit.
Yeah.
So early in your career, that's really hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you don't have the stack of proof that we have after a decade and a half.
Yeah.
Like, that's not just sitting in the back of your mind. Like,
yeah,
I know if you do the thing, we win kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that, I think, for a younger coach, would be one of the hardest
Absolutely.
elements.
Yeah. Absolutely. What's more important to losing fat, dropping calories or increasing output?
I'm pretty sure the adaptation to output's faster, right?
Yeah, there's adaptive mechanisms to exercise that will onset way quicker than diet. So you would want to, like, either way though, like they both have ceilings because you can only drop the calories so low and you can only escalate the activity so high.
Yep.
But you'll get a faster and more effective, outcome from dropping the diet. So again, like the outtrain a bad diet idea, you generally can't do that unless it's like excessively high in activity.
You can't outstep too much food.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You got to think like how many calories are you going to burn just like walking for half an hour compared to like just dropping a meal. Like it's just way more effective to just drop the meal.
Not to derail this entire conversation.
Yeah.
I lost in my own estate.
Oh, really?
Not yesterday, day before. So I'm like, do you want to keep going, or is the story time?
The question's been answered.
Okay,
so just do both.
It's story time. So I had there's this little walk thing. So it's like a little boardwalk out the front of my house that you saw. It's like pretty trees, heaps of kangaroos and shit. Then you walk along the golf course and it goes to a road, and there's like a dead end.
Yeah.
So I have to literally just like do a U-turn and come back. That's my short walk. It's like can't fucking concentrate anymore.
Yeah, I need to get
10
out.
minutes outside, let's go. Then I was like, okay, I could do a lap of basically my street is a big way that goes around the estate. So I was like, okay, I'll start walking a lap of that. Now I got 2/3 of the way around the other day, and I see these like school kids just in what I thought was a house. And I was like, where have they come from? Where are they going? And I noticed there was a footpath, and I was like, I thought that went into someone's house.
Right.
So I need to go find out where this goes. So I walk up this hill, find this park. I'm like, oh, sick. This is awesome. And then I'm like, I can get from here to that road. I can get from here to the golf course.
Right.
I'm going to go find it. I went down 3 dead ends.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why I didn't map it. It just was like, I'm just
try and figure it out. I'll do that sometimes.
Just see what's around. Like, I live here. I need to learn.
Yeah, you need to pay attention to what you're doing, not just follow a screen.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up just being like, all right, I'm giving up. It's been like 20 minutes. I don't know where the fuck I am. I'm just going to retrace my steps and go home the same way I came.
Yeah.
So then yesterday, I was like, fuck it. I'll go the other way. So I'll go to the golf course first, walk that road, and then turn in and see where I end up.
Yeah.
I walked past the road then.
Yeah, so you must have just missed.
I stopped at the end of it, and there was like construction down the bottom. I was like, is that a golf cart? Because it just like flickered off the top. I'm like, nah, it's not. And just kept walking.
Yeah.
And that was the street.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I know how to explore my estate.
That's perfect. So just go out without a phone and you'll work it out. Just don't do it before dark.
But it's because I have 4,000 steps. Good loop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. Get lost and you'll get your activity up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you won't have to cut your calories because you'll lose fat because you move more. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Thresholds to both. Just your food, your diet's going to be more effective. Should I be doing fasted cardio to accelerate my fat loss?
No. To my clients listening, nah. Jason's clients, maybe.
I think people will do fasted cardio because some people will explain it in a way that they'll be oxidizing fat for the period of time that they do the cardio, and that's because oxygen in, oxygen out, like it's not an intense bout of training or activity in that given time, so you will burn more fat. And then obviously being fasted, you don't have anything else to really use as fuel.
Yeah.
But then if you take the energy expenditure over the day, if it's the same energy expenditure as someone who didn't do fasted cardio and you still controlled the diet, or that exact same person did a non-fasted cardio output but did the variables the same, the net effect is the same.
Yeah.
However, some people it feels better to just get up and get it out of the way and do it. They don't like moving on an empty stomach. They prefer it to be, empty, that kind of thing. It's a personal preference. It's not going to affect the outcomes that dramatically, if not at all. However, obviously, if you take your training seriously and you're a bodybuilder and you use performance-enhancing drugs, there is definitely a formula where you can take compounds to extract fat cells out, increase the oxidation, increase the heat, and all of those, increase the energy output. All of those things are going to enhance the fat burning effects for a period of time.
Yeah.
That's for the Patreon. It does exist.
Yeah.
Not the Patreon. The protocol. So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's when faster cardio is.
And that's how it ended up mainstreams, because bodybuilders were doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like
working.
I'm taking a bit, a bit of GH, a bit of this, bit of that, and it's like, I'm getting shredded, but it's the formula. It's like if you get the timing right, and this is with a lot of that realm, it's like the timing is where the magic is for a lot of the things, and it's like you just have to understand. It's like, what am I trying to amplify? What am I trying to extract, and what am I trying to burn? Like, I need to do all this, I'll get this, and I get this, and I get this, and I create this environment for it, and that's where it happens.
Yeah.
It's the same with pre-training, it's the same intra workout, it's the same post-training. It's like you're thinking and you're using a tool for the job.
Yeah.
And we just have the availability to do those things in certain circumstances with people who are willing to go down that route.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you're not, just do what feels good.
Yeah, if you're not, you got to stick to your diet and you just got to move more.
I had a good one yesterday from a doctor to my client.
You like this one? Yeah. Tell me.
So gut health protocol, she didn't really open up about anything else that was going on, but some stuff needed to change with the diet for health reasons. And I got like the recommendation list. Yeah. Most of them were pretty good. It was just like stop eating processed food. Yeah. Eat more protein. And then one of them was like only eat 3 meals a day. But I was like, so she needs to eat 2 grams per kilo body weight of protein, but I only have 3 meals per day.
Okay.
Like, that's a bit rough.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then it was like, maybe have a protein shake if you have to. Okay. She can eat. It's okay. But the most interesting one that stood out was, and I'd never heard this before, eat your protein and fat first.
Yep.
When you're sitting down to a meal.
Eat
your protein and fat first, and then eat your carbohydrates at the end of your sitting to control your blood sugar.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Nah, doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, well, I think you
think if it all goes in, it's not going to be fast enough.
Yeah.
It's not the body's like, carbohydrates, now we'll go look at fat. Like, it's
And that's suggesting that, like, with your stomach, it's just layered.
Yeah. Like, whatever goes in first.
It just sits there,
Yeah. Oh, no, you ate potato first. You're fucked.
Shit. You got to go to the gym in an hour and a half, man, so we're digesting that protein.
Yeah. It's wild. Yeah. But otherwise, the recommendations were actually quite good. But, I hadn't heard that one before.
Yeah.
The blood sugar management thing's huge right now. I don't know if you've in the Gen Pop space. Yeah, it's like there is a.
I wonder what the incidence of diabetes is and stuff though, like, because then maybe it's worth it, because it's like, what is it, like 1 in every 3 people are overweight now?
Yeah, but there's a big push that it's the weight loss though. It's like a weight loss solution. Is a reason you're not losing weight. Like it used to be insulin. Yeah. Now they're just saying
blood sugar management.
But it's blood sugar.
Yeah. So I reckon you could
if you eat and it raises your blood sugar, it's bad. Yeah. Basically.
You could take that approach though, because what you're doing to manage it is
it's still calorie control.
Yeah, it's just a byproduct, because you're like if you go, don't spike your blood sugar, the only part of that it's not is like some of the foods that you would typically eat that are healthy, quote unquote, do spike your blood sugar.
Whey protein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just an easier way for them to just bastardize like the sugary, hyper palatable foods.
Yeah, I think the way it's been presented that I've seen it, I've disliked it because it's very insular.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't the full picture.
Do you ever feel like
calories?
Do you ever feel like so just trying to play devil's advocate, even though it's stupid, do you ever feel like they have to sit there and go, like, there's going to be a time when you're going to say some outrageously dumb shit to your son to make him do something?
Yeah.
So you're going to, who was I talking to?
Crocodiles in there.
Yeah, someone told me, like, my child's scared of the police because I told them that I was going to ring the police on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shit like that. Like, my mum used to say, like, she'd take us to the naughty boys' home, And then one day I remember it must have been fucking real bad. So she must have just drove up to, like, a house and said, like, I'm fucking taking you, bro. And I was like, no, mummy. So, like, obviously,
And now I have to journal.
so obviously, like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know,
but
but
it gets the outcome.
but the
right?
outcome is that I fucking did what I was told.
Yeah.
You know, Mum tells me to stop, I did it. Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like they have to do dumb shit, say dumb shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
So people just conform, so they don't become fat, overweight, you know, diabetic, heart conditions, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know it's like
Yeah.
The older I get, I kind of understand
I just
it.
feel like the best way to manage your blood sugar is to manage your calories.
Of course,
Like,
yeah.
you
But
know
then if someone
what I mean?
goes, "Oh, that's too hard,"
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
yeah,
It's too much friction. Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's people fucking testing their blood sugar shit after meals.
yeah, it's a bit
So it's
much.
way harder.
Yeah, I get it.
It's way
Yeah,
harder.
but
than
sometimes
just,
if it's harder, then they'll do it.
agreed.
You know what I mean?
'cause
It's like it's
novel.
got to be
It's novel.
this at that time.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Magic potions and shit. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm. This has to work.
Yeah.
Right, because it's complicated. Right, it has to work.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's dumb, but I kind of get it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, the insulin thing worked for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't spike your insulin. Okay.
Just don't eat.
Yeah, it's like okay.
Yeah, because you don't eat and you're fine.
I eat protein and vegetables, and now I'm okay.
Yeah, which still spikes your insulin. But anyway, every time you eat, it spikes your insulin. But yeah, I get it. It's still dumb, but it worked because the way they explained
Controlled
it,
calories.
the way they explained it, allowed you to control your energy intake.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's a fun industry.
Should you arch in your bench press if muscle growth is the goal?
Yes.
Do you care to explain more? Do you care to explain?
Nah, fuck them.
Nah, just do it. Just do it. So everyone's going to be killing over the fucking doing these ones. You know, they push off the.
Yeah, look, there is probably a range of arch that is required, necessary, advantageous. Maybe advantageous is the right word.
Mm-hmm.
There would be a spectrum.
Absolutely.
I am still a believer that unless you are put together exceptionally well for the bench press, that it is a strength exercise that will contribute to overall hypertrophy. It's not an amazing hypertrophy exercise, just due to the range of motion and etc.
So speaking of all the bros that just totally disregarded what you said because we love to bench press.
I understand.
So they're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah. Bench pressing makes you better at everything else.
But we like to bench press because people ask us how much we bench.
You also all have fucked shoulders. So listen to me.
Look in the mirror, all right?
So that's the argument, right? So if you do have an arch in your bench press, you'll have a more stable shoulder. You'll be able to move more weight. So you'll actually have a greater strength stimulus. Arguably,
Much nicer on your shoulder joints too.
it reduces range of motion a little bit, but then you're counteracting that with increased load. So is the tension similar? Yes, through a shorter range of motion. Yes. Is the growth the same? I'm not sure. I don't know.
I think the spectrum thing kind of answers the question, really. Like, there's a little bit of arch to, like, kind of protect yourself and lift the heavy shit, and then there's an arch where you're cutting the movement off so you can fucking lift more.
Yeah.
So it's like you're making there's, like, a spectrum of, like, this is what I need to keep myself safe and move the load. This is making the movement as efficient as possible, and it's not actually about the muscle anymore. It's about the movement.
Yeah.
So we can just disassociate. For a bodybuilder who wants to bench press, if we can disassociate the I'm trying to make the movement efficient part, that's not bodybuilding anyway.
And I would argue that 99% of bodybuilders would actually be trying to maximize their arch because they're not going to have the
big arch
mobility to get into a position that's actually
if you got a bit of size, like, you can't.
You're not doing it.
And most big benches,
unless you really try to.
Absolutely.
Like Will's fucking massive and has a huge arch because he hung over a foam roller for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't just happen.
Yeah, and everyone who usually has, like, a big chest, like, doesn't have a big arch unless they have purposely created it, like you just said.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just naturally, like, the chest is huge, like, because they've gotten away with just using pressing the chest to press up, like, not
mechanically advantageous to the movement.
Not make the movement efficient to move the weight. They have the muscle mass to move the weight.
Yeah. So if I was training a physique person and they wanted to bench press, or even like, would I use the bench press? Yes, with the goal that it's going to improve your dumbbell press, incline press, machine press.
It still builds muscle.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still like,
of course.
Yeah. Like, we don't want to move away from something that we just, like, people just get so caught up in
it's like
the
we were
minutia.
talking about with, like, just, can you row your body weight? Can you chin up?
Yeah, just
It's like before you
I love that question.
Before you cuddle a incline bench and single arm row on the cables.
Yeah,
like, can you fucking row something?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah, bench is the same. It's like it still builds muscle. It's like just for some people, and that's any exercise, it's not going to be the best thing. But it's like, a small portion of you won't be able to maximize the anabolic benefits from one exercise. Big deal.
Yeah.
But everybody else will.
I think that's, and the strength benefits that carry over to everything else is worth it.
Yeah, just protect yourself. Like, that's it. Like, I think, because it's a stable exercise. You're going to move more than like a dumbbell. Like, everyone benches more than they do with dumbbells. Like, protect yourself. Arching yourself slightly does protect yourself. Correct. Yeah. And then have at it, King.
Yeah, get it.
I know a male asked that question. We're doing it for time. We got one more question. One more. What are the biggest problems you see with aspiring lifters?
The kids. What's wrong with the kids these days?
I can tell you what, mate. 5 minutes to answer this question. Where do I start? Just roll out the.
You all got shit.
I don't want to be I don't want to turn into like a salty old meathead here.
Yeah.
So we got to be like aspirational. We got to be inspirational.
Just do compound lifts.
Give him hope. We got to give him hope. Pitfalls. I think it leans into a lot of things we spoke about already. What are the biggest problems? It is understanding that you need what do they say? Like the height of your peak is only as good as the foundation or the width of your base. So get the shit that matters right. And it's like the pursuit of strength, the pursuit of bodybuilding or getting massive or the pursuit of whatever. It doesn't matter what you do. You've got to get the fundamentals down pat. And I get it. There's a lot of conflicting information and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're on this podcast or you're listening to this podcast, you need a good program. You need to progressively overload that program. You need a good diet. You need to not get caught up in the bullshit. You need to understand that you got to show up. Like, don't have all of these holes in your lifestyle and your nutrition and your training and your effort. You train like a pussy. If you get all of those things right, you'll win.
Yeah.
And then everything from there is okay. Like, you can go down the route of specificity. You can get said exercise that targets like this minor division of your lat. Like, it's cool, man. Like, because you've done the fucking legwork before it to kind of get yourself into a position where you're going to benefit from it.
Yeah.
Not just chasing notoriety or something that's new and exciting. Like, you get that it's monotonous, it's simple, and the thing that's hard is I have to get up and do it to the maximum of my ability every fucking day.
Yeah. Oos.
There you go.
So I'll add a couple of things. You mentioned monotonous. I think looking at it through the lens of like a 20-year-old right now that's trying to pick up the gym, or even 16, whatever. You mentioned the noise. Like, fuck, man. How hard would it be to stick to a program for 6 to 8 to 12 weeks, let alone 6 months, let alone a year?
Yeah, because like you want to be huge tomorrow.
Yeah, and there's so much content to consume of so many people doing so many different things.
Agreed.
And I want to deliver it to you in 7 seconds. And you're like, I'm going to go try that at the gym tomorrow. Like, that would be really hard to actually just be like, I'm going to bent over row for 6 months.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that would be...
I know, I'm just going to keep saying
big challenge. A big challenge.
I agree, man.
Yeah, so there's that. And then I would put even more emphasis on just being good at working out.
Yeah.
Just being really fucking good at it. Yeah. Every exercise is executed really well. All of it's taken to the appropriate proximity of failure, and everything's done with intent.
Yeah.
You're not hiding from... You don't have to hide from any exercise because you do them all.
Yeah. Technique and effort, like from the training side, serve everything. And then supporting it with the nutrition. Like, you get those things right. Like,
yeah.
That's where last week I was like, I wish I learnt nutrition earlier.
Yeah.
Because I was good with technique and I could train hard.
Yeah.
So you match that up, and then you just don't do the dumb shit that just like accumulates fatigue for no reason. It's like, that's when the discussion was like, do you make even better newbie gains?
Yeah. And I think when you're getting information from people that are so far down the road, so you and I, right, we'll come on here and be like, this fucking piece of equipment, shit. Like, I even see the gap between you and me with that. Like, you'll get in there and like, I fucking hate that hack squat or that leg press or whatever. And I'm like, I'd just find a way to make it okay.
Yeah.
So I used a seated leg curl on the weekend, the prime one.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't. Neither of us could get it right. Like M's fucking half a foot shorter than me.
Yeah.
Legs nowhere near as long as me. Both of us were adjusting everything. Fucking where's the load? I was just like, this isn't nice.
Yeah.
But I got a hamstring pump and I took my sets to failure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I still could get in and do it.
Yeah.
Whereas I think most people now hear us be like, that's not a good exercise for me. Or this isn't favorable for me. So it's like the deadlift, right? It's like, oh, when I deadlift, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but Jay still pulled 220.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Whereas
they'll go, oh, no, I don't like that.
Yeah,
it's like, get good at it.
Absolutely.
Is it not good for you, or are you not good at it?
And it's not to say that I couldn't pursue it further and continue. And I may.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Like, I don't really like a dumbbell overhead press.
Mm.
It's never felt good for me, but I can do it.
Yeah. You want big long head tricep.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Need to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that leans into that stuff we were talking about last week about what it takes to be a good athlete. It's like you have to have that growth mindset of like growth mentality that this is going to suck, but I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Where the people I feel like that don't possess that part of it are just like, oh, can we do something else?
Yeah, I think if you're less than 5 years into training, you don't know yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't know what exercises are good for you.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and then I also reckon it, irrespective of that, if it's a movement that you've reintroduced that you haven't done for a while, like give it a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, troubleshoot it first before you change it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There's so many more, but like it's just, where do you start? Like problems like, it's just like following the right people, which I know is hard. But it's like you should be able to, the reason why we aligned so much with Ben, with BPAC, was because he gave you stuff to do and then you went and did it.
Yeah.
And then you got to decide whether you were happy with it. So I think if you're following people and you're trying to get through the noise, like make sure that you're actually able to apply whatever it is that they're saying and you get to decide if it's good for you.
Yeah.
Because realistically, like that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like obviously we want you to cut through the shit earlier so you get better gains, but sometimes the pursuit of trying to find what works for you is fun too, because you get to experiment and try and all those things. So it's why meatheads still do 1RMs. It's because like it's fun, man. We want to see how strong we are. Like, you know, you see someone else lift something, you're like, I can fucking do that.
Jace will be deadlifting next week.
Yeah. Not yet. I reckon I could do it, just not yet.
You strong end of the year.
Maybe.
Jess is getting nervous.
Why?
Because there's all these meatheads that are like 4 of my clients want to do it now.
Yeah, nice.
Because they've heard I'm doing it. They're like, well, that wasn't an announcement. I might do it. I might do it.
My deadlift only.
Yeah. We're just doing deadlift testing.
Oh, deadlift
That's
only.
it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Matt wants to do it. I'm keen. I've got a few of my clients are keen to travel.
I'd have to do a bit of work to get my deadlift up, I reckon.
So my third set on the weekend, I was like, I probably need a switch grip now. And I was like,
yeah, well, Jesus.
Put the straps on. There is no switch grip happening.
Mate, with the way the shoulder like is lifted, I don't think I can externally rotate it.
So we might need to have like straps are allowed. Straps are allowed.
Nah, I'll get myself into condition. I don't know. I don't even know what I could pull right now. It wouldn't be a lot. What am I now? 90.
You get 200 up.
I reckon I could get 180. Like 180 sits well with my my
for
mind.
A single, you would do 200.
But my body, I reckon I could get.
Yeah.
After a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, you come off that back last year too, so it's.
Yeah, that's the 180
Yeah.
I could get up because I know my mind. I like you can do that. It's 2 times your body weight. It's not much.
Yeah, 200 be there for you easy.
Yeah,
but yeah, Jess is like, maybe we should do a second day. She's like worried, like all the you strong mums.
We'll get put off.
Come out.
Yeah, just do it at the end. Just you guys do it at the end.
Yeah, no, they'll have fun, man. They'll love it.
It's so awesome to see people do awesome shit.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah.
So photo shoots a little bit different.
Yeah. I'm intimidated for the photo shoot.
We're just going to work out, and then it's like everyone's fucking peeled.
86 kilos. I'm like, I'm too small, and I'm too fat. I don't want to go.
I'm sick that day. I ate some bad chicken. All right. We're out. I forgot that was 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Tam stopped it.
All right. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for the questions. Keep them coming. Get yourself a copy of the Winter Game Guide, and we'll see you next time.